Hello and welcome to English 110. I am your instructor, Amanda Cosgrove. I'm looking forward to working with you this semester. A little bit about me. I am a full-time lecturer in UNCW's Department of English and I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. I teach both face-to-face and online English courses for the university. I find it important for you to know that I am a real person. Anytime you get a comment, assignment, email, etc. through our course, it is coming straight from me. That being said, because this is an online course, I need you to tell me when you need help. Please feel free to email me with any questions or concerns. My email address is cosgrova@uncw.edu. If you'd like to set up an appointment to meet face-to-face, over the phone, or via Skype, please let me know. Now let's talk about how this course works. We will be using Blackboard 9.1 as the platform for this course. You can access our course by visiting learn.uncw.edu. You will log in with your UNCW email username without the @uncw.edu and your UNCW email password. You will then see a list of your courses. Select English 110 from that list to access our course. You will see that the left sidebar is persistent. In other words, it follows you wherever you go, and you can access everything you need there. If you are unfamiliar with Blackboard, be sure to complete the Blackboard introduction linked in the left sidebar before continuing. After that, the best place to start is the Start Here page, also linked on that tab. There you will find important information about our course. If you run into technology issues, be sure to contact UNCW's Technology Assistance Center immediately. Our course is organized into 8 learning modules, one for each week of the course. Your weekly module will be available beginning at 8 a.m. each Monday morning. You can access our learning modules by clicking the Learning Modules link on the left sidebar. Everything you need to complete for a given week will be linked within the appropriate module. If you ever get lost on Blackboard, go back to the Start Here page to get your bearings. This online course is asynchronous. In other words, there are no required weekly meeting times. However, you will need to log in to Blackboard frequently to be successful in this course. Please note that although we do not have required meeting times, you do have set deadlines throughout each week. It is a good idea to log into Blackboard each Monday morning to determine what you need to complete each week and when each assignment is due. You can also review the course schedule, which is linked several places, including the Syllabus and Schedule tab on the left sidebar, to see when all assignments are due throughout the semester. Modules vary from week to week. However, you can expect to do a good deal of reading and writing each week. Be sure to budget your time accordingly. The required textbook for our course is the Norton Introduction to Literature, shorter 11th edition. You should purchase this immediately if you have not already done so. Failure to get your textbook in a timely manner, regardless of your reasons, does not excuse missed work. I also highly suggest that you obtain a copy of the MLA Handbook 7th edition. You will write 3 essays this semester that must follow MLA formatting and citation guidelines. It is your responsibility to meticulously follow the MLA Handbook to do so. Likewise, you will need to follow MLA citation guidelines for weekly discussion posts. In addition to the 2 required textbooks, there are a few more things you will need in order to succeed in this course. From the gate, you need to make sure you have a handle on the information outlined in the syllabus and deadlines listed on the schedule. Read these documents. It is your responsibility to become familiar with course policies and practices in order to meet assignment expectations and deadlines. You will need reliable computer and internet access, as well as a functional UNCW username and password. Computer issues, regardless of where fault falls, do not excuse Mr. Late Work. If your computer or internet fails, it is your responsibility to find an alternative. There are countless options available. You should make it a habit to check your UNCW email at least once a day. Important course information and updates will be delivered via email. I do not want to discourage you from contacting me. However, I have some ground rules for doing so. The course syllabus outlines our email policy. Please follow these guidelines when emailing me. To summarize, I expect you to include a clear subject, greeting, message, closing, and signature in every email you send me. I expect you to follow standard grammar, punctuation, and spelling rules when writing to me. The body of your message should concisely summarize your question or comment and let me know what actions you'd like me to take. If you fail to email me in a timely manner, do not expect a response. For example, if you have a question about an assignment that is due at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday and you email me at 7 p.m., you will likely not receive a response. I respond as quickly as possible to emails. However, I cannot always respond immediately. For this reason, you should not ask questions about assignments that are due within less than 24 hours. You are expected to use Microsoft Word to complete your essays in this course. If you do not have Microsoft Word, you can purchase it through UNCW at a discounted rate. You can also access Word on campus computers. Failure to correctly format documents, even if you have a Mac, is unacceptable in this course. Finally, you need to approach this course with the right mindset. Because this is an entirely online course, much of the learning responsibility falls on your shoulders. This means that time management and personal accountability are key. Students often assume that online courses are less work or easier than face-to-face courses. This is not the case, especially with an accelerated course like this. Please know that I know that you are busy. We are all busy. That being said, it is your responsibility to manage your time. If you have a work, family, or other obligation that keeps you from completing your work, I understand. However, you will not receive an extension or exemption. I expect you to manage your priorities and take consequences accordingly. Although online courses allow students some flexibility with scheduling, they require the same time commitment as face-to-face courses. This means that you will be expected to allocate approximately 3 hours of class time each week, plus several more hours of reading and study time, just as you would with a face-to-face course. If you are registered for this course thinking that it will take you less time, or if you do not have enough time to dedicate to this course for whatever reason, I suggest you drop this course until you can make the time commitment that it will require. Taking other courses, working a full-time job, family obligations, and so forth are not acceptable excuses for failing to complete assignments for this course. Please review our course syllabus for deadline requirements. In conclusion, you will find it very important to manage your time and hold yourself accountable for this course. That being said, please remember that I am here to help you. The best way to contact me is via email. From there, we can set up a meeting, either in person or virtual as needed. I look forward to working with you this semester.